Welcome inside the DC Everest Fieldhouse. I'm Chris Conley. Going to be a busy Tuesday night. We've got the DC Everest girls dance team. They're getting ready for their state tournament in Kaukauna this weekend, so they'll perform at halftime of both of our games. Got our student musicians. The DC Everest Pep Band is here. And over the course of our basketball doubleheader, the crowd is going to fill in as rivalries are renewed. DC Everest and Wausau East coming up. The girls' game is first. We'll tip off in about 5 minutes. Then around 8 o'clock tonight, it's boys basketball, DC Everest, Wausau East. All right, admittedly, the boys basketball game's a little more intriguing because since we last saw them, Wausau East put a loss on Stevens Point. And then because they're kind of up and down, they go on the road and lose to Green Bay Preble, a team with a losing record. So the Lumberjacks are still a little bit of a mystery. Everest boys basketball team, when last seen, had a loss on the road at Wisconsin Rapids, a game where you figure they would have been favorites. We'll talk a little about the girls now. Our pregame coverage is brought to you by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance at Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. Well, these teams did meet once before at an earlier doubleheader back before the Christmas break over at the East Gym. The East girls were 64-30 winners. Wausau East comes in with a 5-11 record, and one of those 5 wins here on this floor during the Crislow Memorial Tournament to open up the season. Came in here and got a neutral court victory. Wausau East has an experience edge. They'll start 5 seniors tonight. The Evergreens come in with a 2-14 record, still looking for their first conference win. And Kelsey Woolley, who's normally a starter, will not start tonight. Not sure if that's an injury or if she's otherwise unavailable. Instead, Aubrey Klatt, a sophomore, will start in Kelsey Woolley's space. We'll come back and get our girls' basketball game underway. Our national anthem, the starting lineups, and the opening tip. Just a few minutes away from DC Everest and Wausau East. Tuesday doubleheader basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA!
For me, for Green Heck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Green Heck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here. I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. Our future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
Teams coming over to their benches as the pregame shoot-around is complete. Evergreens wear the home green, a home white with green numerals and gold trim. The Wausau East Lady Lumberjacks are in their road black with red numerals and white trim. Sponsored tonight by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. I mean, one of the challenges for the Evergreens, this is kind of obvious, it's just hard to keep things positive when you've played 16 times and have 14 losses. Wausau East, which year after year after year seemed like the cellar dweller in girls basketball, this year has moved ahead of the Evergreens. And you know what? They have more experience. Just the quality of play. And I've seen the East a couple of times now. It's higher than in past seasons. There's more talent on the court. And, of course, that matters. Wausau East lines up in front of their bench, as do the Everest girls. The crowd here will get the sportsmanship announcement. By the time the boys play later tonight, it's going to be full. I mean, these games usually draw big crowds. It's only a short road trip for the East fans. What, you're in the car for 10 minutes and bingo, you're here. So we're going to have a good atmosphere as we move through tonight. Let's go down to court level for our national anthem. The DC Everest Pep Band sounds great this year. Now we turn it over to them for the Star Spangled Banner. Yep, our DC Everest band director, Joe Finnegan's got them all practicing a half hour a day. That's what it takes. Starting lineup now for the Wausau East Lady Lumberjacks. There's senior Claire Cushman. Grayson Berger, number 4. There's Naisa Herrick, Sydney Crawford, and Ollie Liss Gravemaid. 5 seniors to start for Wausau East. I see that Kelsey Woolley, who's not one of the Everest starters tonight, is indeed in uniform, so not sure what that's about. Here's one of the Everest seniors, Brianna Cook. Aubrey Klatt starts in place of Kelsey Woolley. Aubrey's a sophomore. Here's Kristen Hall, the hero of one of the 2 Everest wins, hitting the late 3 over at Chippewa Falls. Freshman McKenna Bullis will start tonight. McKenna's got the moves down. And the other senior, Megan Zemke. Megan Zemke has wore that leg brace all season, which looks incredibly uncomfortable. You hear her coming by her creaking, right? Right. Mutual of Wausau Insurance has been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com and find an agent near you. Starting 5 are on the floor. Now we'll meet at the center circle and get our girls' basketball game underway. East playing for a sweep of Everest this season. Zemke will jump against Sydney Crawford. Whistle sounds, and our boys and girls basketball doubleheader is underway. That opening tap pinballs around, and immediately we've got another jump ball. Neither team possessed, so the re-jump will determine possession as we move forward tonight. For a second time, here we go. And the Evergreens control. Kirsten Hall. Over to McKenna Bullis against man-to-man defense. 3 ball for Hall, short. Rebound to the Lumberjacks, cleared by Sidney Crawford. Evergreens are back on defense. They show man-to-man also. Quick release 3 for Cushman, round and out. Rebound to Megan Zemke. So both teams missed their opening shots in the first minute of tonight's game. Hall over to Cook. There's Aubrey Klatt. 3 for the other side. Almost went down. Unable to secure the rebound. Megan Zemke on the Hall miss. So Hall opens 0 for 2 tonight. Grayson Berger, ball movement to the corner. Here's a 3 from the wing, and down it goes. It's good. Sidney Crawford opens with the long ball, and full court pressure now for the Evergreens to work against. Looked like a travel, almost thrown away. No whistle, ball's loose. Evergreens pick it up. Zemke, let's see if you can get to the rim. No, she's off, goes back out. Cook, 3 ball, good! The Evergreens have an answer. Both teams hit from behind the rim, 3-3. This is Grayson Berger, got a foul as Berger started to move towards the basket. Elite Auto Care is where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local, family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Look to Elite Auto Care. Schofield Avenue in Schofield. Aubrey Klatt is called for the foul. It's non-shooting. This ball is knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Wausau East. Open 3. High, arcing, missed everything. Looked better off Ali Lisk-Gravemaid's hands than it was as it approached the backboard. Another 3 from straight on. That's good for Claire Cushman. Everything from behind the arc so far. 6-3 Lady Lumberjacks. Hall to the front court. Now Brianna Cook on the wing. Tried to get that back to Hall, but instead turned it over. East does not have numbers. A little bump on the way to the rim, and Crawford misses at the rack. Zemke gets the rebound and promptly throws it out of bounds. Callie Schildwine comes in for Wausau East. Melissa Herrick is out. Along the baseline, Cushman went backwards. 3 ball here. Too strong, high rebound, Wausau East underneath, a miss. Brianna Cook is fouled as she secures the rebound. Sidney Crawford called for the foul. Team's first, her first. Full court pressure again for East defensively. Kristen Hall will bring the ball into the front court. Cook set a screen for Hall. Now back to Klatt. And here's McKenna Gillis. McKenna Bullis, beg your pardon. Cook splits defenders, almost loses the handle. In trouble in the paint, that's tied up. And the ball will go over to Wausau East. I mean, you like the idea of trying to get to the rim. Got to be a little more decisive about what you're going to do once you split the defenders there. East leads 6-3, and they have the ball. 3 minutes in, rotation play down low, and missing at the rim is Grayson Berger. Berger's got to get that to go down. Brianna Cook to the front court. Bullis on the wing. Back to Cook. Swings to the corner. Room along the baseline for Klatt and goes back out. Bullis open for the 3 for a tie. Short. Brianna Cook. Zemke could not get the rebound. Loose in the corner. East has it. That's kicked out of bounds off of Megan Zemke of the Evergreens. Geneva Mickling, another senior, comes in for Wausau East. Out goes Sidney Crawford. Been kind of stuck at 6-3 for a while in this game. Entry pass, back out. Room along the baseline, an extra pass in the paint, too strong for Grayson Berger. Offensive rebound, a miss again. Zemke tries to get the ball. Got a foul on Wausau East. Loose ball foul here on the Lady Lumberjacks. Geneva Mickling, who just came in off the bench, commits the foul. It's the team's second. And in comes Kelsey Woolley. She'll spell Brianna Cook. Hall will take the ball up court. Woolley with the first touch. To the wing and Klatt, cross court. Bullis, that's a 2. She's on the line. It's good. 2, not 3 for McKenna Bullis. One-point game and turned over. Taken away by Aubrey Klatt in the corner. Evergreens want ball security here, a chance for a lead change. Hall, 3-ball for the lead. Too strong off the back bracket. Going flying, battling for that rebound is Megan Zemke. East comes away with it. Tally Schildwine. 3 on the wing. Line drive, too strong. Tapped around. I think that's going to be Everest ball. Nope, East ball. Our referees, who are closer than us, see it the other way. Piper Schulz comes in for the Evergreens. Megan Zemke comes out. Foundation Finance says now is your chance to work for a company that really understands growth. Foundation Finance has grown every year since they started in 2012. 3-ball off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound underneath, and there's a foul. It's going to send Geneva Mickling to the line. Foundation Finance says make the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits that start from day one with Foundation Finance. Piper Schulz just in, commits the foul. Got a couple of free throws coming up here. Mickling's first is good. One more coming. Got them both. East has not trailed in the early stages. 8-5, still a one-possession game. Piper Schulz in the backcourt gives it to Kirsten Hall, who with the dribble into the front court. Now to the wing. Bullis hit her last shot. Played her a little tighter that time. Along the baseline. Wow, that was a hit on the hands that's not called. It's turned over. Hall looked like she was bumped. No whistle. Thinking about that 3 was Claire Cushman. Instead, she dribbles into trouble, makes an extra pass down low, and free throws are coming up. Geneva Mickling is going right back to the free throw line. Kelsey Woolley commits the foul, her first, team's third. 2 free throws up here for the Lady Lumberjacks. With so many high school players, when your senior year comes around, you tend to get more comfortable at the free throw line. Jinxed her there. Sorry for that. Geneva Mickling is 3 of 4 with that miss. Klatt entry pass. Hall is cut off. Goes back out to Klatt. Woolley is guarded closely by Schildwine. Baseline, Bullis didn't handle the ball cleanly when it got there. They kind of threw the shot off. It was going to be a difficult one from the corner anyhow. Mickling spins towards the rim. She's going to the foul line again. Mickling's been a presence inside since coming into the game. Kind of the 6th or 7th player off the bench. Piper Schulz picks up her second personal foul. It's the team's 4th. Express Employment says get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. They have locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at their website, expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Piper Scholes is out. Megan Zemke back in for the Evergreens. And Mickling makes 2 more free throws. Evergreens get this into McKenna Bullis. Bullis is a good ball handler. Keeps her dribble. Gets into the front court. Now over to Hall. Hall's guarded closely. Woolley straight on. Identified her as a shooter. Hall, baseline double team. Someone's got to be open. She traveled. Couldn't find the open teammate. This is Tally Schildwine. Entry pass down low. Big bump on the baseline, not called. It's a miss. Zemke comes in and gets the rebound. They're letting him play underneath. Now along the baseline, Klatt is pushed as she starts that move. This will be a non-shooting foul. It's going to be East's 3rd team foul. Claire Cushman, her first personal. Brianna Cook is back in for the Evergreens. Aubrey Klatt is out. Everest inbounds underneath their own basket, trailing 11-5. Tried to get that to Cook way up high, and the pass was deflected away. East, 3 ball, too strong. Rebound to Woolley of the Evergreens. Tracked down by Bullis. Brianna Cook playing her a little soft. Over to Woolley, who lets the 3 ball fly. Flung towards the backboard, didn't get the rim. Rebound to Nyessa Herrick. East goes back out. Good ball movement here. Yeah, this is a good possession for East. Let's see if they can come away with points. Everest bench is encouraging the defense. They settle for an outside 3, and Crawford's shot is long. Loose on the floor, jump ball to the Evergreens. Evergreens want a timeout, kind of stuck on 5 here. They trail by 6 on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Points have been a little hard to come by for both of these teams. Played our opening 8 minutes and 11 seconds, and it's 11-5. Everest has the ball out of the timeout. East does not guard the inbounder. Evergreens just barely get this in to Woolley. And now over to Hall. Hall on the dribble. Entry pass down low to Cook, quickly double teamed. Evergreen just not much doing inside when they have the ball. Yeah, points in the paint has been an East advantage so far. Bullis drives in to the rim, left it short, rebound and a foul. 2 free throws are coming up from Megan Zemke of the Evergreens. Not many offensive rebounds for Everest in this game. To the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Ali Lisk Gravemaid is called for the foul, her first, team's 4th. And Zemke will have one more. One of 2. It's 11-6. This possession is going to take us to the midway point of the first half. Driving to the rim, free throws are coming up. Tally Schildwine. Kelsey Woolley has picked up her second foul. 5 on the team. First free throw against the tight rim, no good. Aubrey Klatt comes back in for the Evergreens. Woolley with 2 fouls to the bench. High arcing, the second is good. 12-6. Ayelsa Shimleski is in. Got a foul here. That's going to be on the East defender whose feet weren't set. Ali Lisk Gravemaid is going to pick up her second foul. Team fouls are 5 for each side. Here's Brianna Cook with the ball for the Evergreens. Set a screen, and that's going to be a moving screen. Going to be called against the Evergreens. Aubrey Klatt has just picked up her second foul. She just came right back into the game. East goes into the bonus on the next whistle against the Evergreens. Entry pass down low to Berger. In traffic, it's loose. Evergreens come away with the ball. Nope, we're going to have a reach in on Wausau East. Scrambling for that loose ball. Grayson Berger is called. Her first, team 6th, so both teams in the bonus. McKenna Bullis' time on the bench was brief. Klatt comes out, Bullis back in. Confusion about who that entry pass was intended for. Zemke secures it for Everest. Cook and now Bullis. Hall was open for a moment, dribbles in and improves her position a little bit and then gets tangled up, has to go back out. Evergreens will reset the offense. Hall, the East defender, fought through a screen. That's an underhand scooping shot. First points of the night for Kristen Hall. And turned over to the Evergreens. See if they could score 2 times in a row down the floor, get this down to a 1-possession game again. Merrill Steel is your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. You can apply today at merrillsteel.com. merrillsteel.com. 3 ball. Round and out. Wow, that looked good. Zemke, offensive rebound, goes back out. This is a 2 for Bullis, short. Tally Schildwine comes away with the ball for the Lumberjacks. Still up by 4 and possession. And the drive in, extra pass, hit the underside of the rim. Offensive rebound, got a foul. Free throws are coming up. Good work underneath for Nyessa Herrick, who I think at first didn't realize where she was on the floor. It's right underneath the rim. Her shot hit the underside. Megan Zemke fouled her. 2 free throws. Herrick gets herself into the scorers column. East now has 5 players who have scored. Crawford comes out. Geneva Mickling is back in. Mickling was a good presence off the bench the first time she came into the game. Now in for a second spin. Both the free throws are good. 14-8, Wausau East. Brianna Cook picked up her dribble. Gets it over to Elsa Shimoleski. Shimoleski, that's a reach-in foul. Free throws are coming up. Evergreens are in the bonus here. So Ayelsa is going to the free throw line on Claire Cushman's second foul. A lot of time left in the first half, 7:22 officially, and both teams are in the bonus. Live on a miss. It's a make. One more shot coming at the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. 1 out of 2, and Grayson Berger gets the rebound. Evergreen's double team in the paint. Going back out. Cushman to the rim. That's a nice drive. Everything but the finish. And Zemke gets the rebound for Everest. Cook floating in the lane. Good. Brianna Cook, who now has 5 to lead the Evergreens. It's a one-possession game again. Wausau East wants a timeout. They'll have the ball when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, my name is Preston. I have the Abbey Bank Bright Future checking account for kids and teens. I really like the mobile wallet feature. I just tap my phone to pay for snacks or anything at a store. I get my own debit card that my mom can transfer money into. She can also turn my card on or off if I misplace it. Plus, Abbey Bank gave me a bonus after I made my first deposit. Mom, if you're listening, send more money, please.
Visit us online at abbeybank.com to learn more. Abbey Bank is a member FDIC.
Welcome to J&D Tube Benders. Here at J&D, we strive to meet our customers' requirements and expectations. We pursue this goal through the effort of our dedicated employees by continually improving in the areas of customer service, quality, and productivity. We pride ourselves on not only being a pillar of the manufacturing industry, but a family to our employees. J&D Tube Benders, the fastest name in tube line fabrication.
Welcome back to the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Fleet Farm says pick up all your pets' favorites from Fleet Farm. Everything from dog food and treats to toys and health products all under one roof. From brands you trust. Dogs and cats. We've got you covered. Argos and Coco Kitty love when I come home from Fleet Farm. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. Picking up her dribble is Cushman in a little bit of trouble. Down low, trying to get that up was Mickling over Zemke, and Zemke altered the shot. Chance for Everest to edge a little bit closer, 6.5 to go in the first half. Ayelsa Shimoleski on the high dribble into the lane. A lot of contact there. Flung it up, no good. Zemke could not get the rebound. Yeah, not a lot of second chance looks for the Evergreens. Not so good on the offensive glass tonight. Cushman gives it up on the wing to Grayson Berger. Berger's got her dribble. Ball is loose on the floor and turned over. It's Wausau East's 4th turnover of the half. 3 would tie it. Wow, and they're playing Brianna Cook a little bit soft. I wouldn't have blamed her if she let that one fly. Entry pass, Ayelsa Shimoleski, too strong. Ball's loose, East secures. To the front court, Cushman. Cushman stopped, may have shuffled the feet, whistle, missed anyway. It altered her shot for sure, and Brianna Cook gets the rebound for the Evergreens. Pass ahead, Bullis, trapped underneath, goes back out. Smart decision. 3 ball for a tie. Bullis off the front rim, no good. Tipped around, offensive rebound. Shimoleski secured it. Another chance for a 3, another chance for a tie. Yes, sir! McKenna Bullis. Game's tied at 14. Wausau East got to be kicking themselves. Wausau East has gotten the ball inside a lot, and many of those have still been empty trips. Here's another extra pass down low and to the foul line. Nyessa Herrick is going to shoot 2 more. Made 2 earlier in the half. Kirsten Hall is called for her first. Clang off the front of the rim. Ella Eckhoff is in for the Evergreens. Kelsey Woolley comes back in too. One out of 2 free throws, and Wausau East retakes the lead. Herrick has 3 points tonight, all from the foul line. In a 1-point game, the Evergreens can take their first lead of the night if they can come away with points on this possession. Bullis asked to handle the ball handling now. Over to Brianna Cook. I'd try to set up something for Kristen Hall here. Put the ball in the hands of your best player. Entry pass low, goes back out. Defense collapsed around Hall. To the wing. Here's Cook. Couple of dribbles into traffic, yanks the ball back and goes back out. Hall fakes the shot. Bullis. Evergreens want a good look at the rim here. 4 minutes to go. Bullis, clear out to the rim. She's fouled. Free throws are coming up for McKenna Bullis. In a 1-point game. To the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro is the #1 choice for cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Tally Schildwind commits the free throw. McKenna Bullis will get 1 more to try and tie us up. (15-15). McKenna practices a lot in the driveway at home, I'm sure of it. Entry pass down low, East to break the tie. It's blocked. Getting up high there was Ella Eckhoff. Chance for the Evergreens to take the lead. Hall gets it back on the give and go and scores. Lead change. Hall's got 4 tonight, and the Evergreens are up 17-15. Driving in is Cushman, cut off along the baseline. Back out, 3 ball, Schildwine, good. That's a big answer. Tally hits the 3, and Wausau East goes back up by 1. 3 minutes to go till halftime. This game's going to be decided in the second half. Hall answers again. So on each trip down the floor, it seems like we're having another lead change right now. 19-18 Trees over Jacks. 3 ball here, it's a step back. That may have been a little too long for Crawford. It goes out of bounds in the corner to the Evergreens. Camping World of Rothschild is just off I-39 with a huge inventory of new and used RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and campers. Treat yourself to memories that'll last a lifetime at Camping World of Rothschild. Bullis keeps her dribble. So down the stretch of the first half we come. Brianna Cook splits defenders, tried to lean that one in, no good. Loose ball picked up by the Lumberjacks, Grayson Berger. Off to the wing, Berger got it back and is fouled on her way to the rim. Ella Eckhoff fouled Berger, who's going to get 2 free throws. Ella Eckhoff is a third freshman in the playing rotation for the Evergreens, along with Shimoleski and Bullis. That first free throw ties us up. Grayson Berger's first points of the night. This one's for the lead. 20-19 Lumberjacks. Kind of rolled that over the front of the rim. Bullis now to Eckhoff. Back out to Brianna Cook. Bullis again. Hall roams down low if they can find the ball for her. Underneath, trying to reverse there is Bullis. No whistle to bail her out. Under 2 now in the first half. Left on the wing, open for a 3 ball. That was kind of a misfire. You could tell that didn't come off Ollie Lisk Gravemaid's hands very well. We have another lead change. Hall stripped. Turnovers now 7 for the Evergreens, 4 for East. 90 seconds left in the first half. That's knocked away, and the Evergreens take it back, maybe, to the Evergreens. I'm going to say it was last touched by Grayson Berger. Evergreens would feel really good if they had a lead, even a small one, going into halftime. Bullis to the front court. Now Cook. Entry pass is too tall for Eckhoff and out of bounds. J&D Tube Benders in the Weston Industrial Park is a certified custom manufacturer and distributor of tubes, tubings, and tube assemblies. It's a local family-owned business. Could be the perfect place for the next stop in your career. Looking for a change? Apply at J&D Tube Benders online at jdtube.com. It's a miss down low for Crawford. Crawford's got to get that one to go. And a loose ball foul on the Lumberjacks, so we'll walk down to the other end of the court for a 1-and-1. Grayson Berger, her second personal foul. Brianna Cook, this is a 1-and-1 for the Evergreens. To make, that ties us. Brianna Cook's got 6. She's at the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. I'm looking to my right. Do we have Coach on a couch for halftime? This is for a 4th lead change in the first half. Short. Rebound to Tally Schaldwine. East is in regular offense, not necessarily holding for a last shot here. Cut off on the baseline, goes back out to Grayson Berger. Tough shot, defender falling down, it's a miss, and secured in the backcourt. Evergreens playing for the lead in the final moments. 30 seconds left until halftime. Here's McKenna Bullis. Over to Brianna Cook. This is Kirsten Hall now. Hall on the wing. 20 seconds left officially. Driving in, flung towards the basket. Pyatt, no good. Offensive rebound up and in for Ella Eckhoff. Evergreens lead late in the first half. See if Wausau East hits something at the buzzer here. 3 ball, and there's another lead change. Down it goes for Sydney Crawford at the buzzer. Crawford's 3 puts the Lady Lumberjacks up by 1 at halftime, 23-22. I don't know, things got exciting down the stretch of that first half. Wausau East gets the ball to start the second half with a 1-point lead. Here at the DC Everest Fieldhouse, the Everest dance team, best in the state, will be entertaining. Coach on a couch along our Zaleski sports coverage, and halftime is brought to you by Greenheck Group. The global leader in creating air movement and control equipment, Greenheck is one of Wausau's largest employers. The perfect place for the next stop in your career. See if Greenheck Group is right for you. Visit greenheck.com. That's greenheck.com. East 23, Everest 22. Halftime of our girls basketball opener with boys basketball to follow on Zaleski Sports.
For me, for Greenheck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Greenheck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here. I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. My future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, visiting today with DC Everest Evergreens girls basketball coach Coleman Schilling. Coach, before we get started, just remind our audience how many years you've been coaching basketball.
So this year will be my third here at Everest. Prior to that, I did do two years of student coaching at UW La Crosse for the women's basketball team down there. And then I headed back home and actually ended up assisting the girls team at UWMC, now UWSP at Wausau. And then I had 1 year as a head coach before they folded the program. So then I ended up here with Everest. So it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, third year. What people don't know is before we went on, I said this was Coach's second year, so I'm glad I asked that question. I was wrong. So last year it was there were some challenges last year. I don't think anybody would debate that. A pair of wins on the season, probably not what you and the girls had envisioned or anything like that. Yet along the way, no matter the outcome of any season, there's a lot of good times to be had. Maybe reflect on one or two of those good times, or at least some of the learning that took place last year.
Yeah, I mean, last year was a struggle for all of us. I don't necessarily count losses as losses as long as we're learning something from it. I think we learned a lot about who we are and what we have to do. So there was a lot of reflection after the season and just kind of, asking those questions about, what do we have to do to change? Are we doing the right things? What do we have to do to get this program back to where it used to be? And we took a lot of that time in the summer and off season to do that. And this year has been a big difference so far as our approach and everything that goes with it. So it's been off to a good start within that. And the girls have been really receptive about that because it was a big change. We did a lot of different things. Highlights from last year, obviously, we had the 2 wins, but, during any season, to me, it's not about wins and losses. It's about team camaraderie and getting together and doing things like that, So, there were a lot of instances where we went out and did some activity stuff. I can recall, we'd headed down to Menominee for a tournament. We stayed overnight in Eau Claire, actually. And we spent some time at this place called Action City. So, I bought them all passes for 3 hours. They got to play all those different kinds of arcade games. They had laser tag, they had laser beam, and then they really enjoyed the indoor go-kart. And when we did that, I saw how, fiery we can get and how, competitive we can really get. And once I saw that, I'm thinking to myself, okay, so we do have some competitive girls by nature. Now, how do I get them to do that on the court? And so, that was a challenge. And so far, like I said, with the change coming into the season, we've got that out of them so far. And that's why practices have gone so much better than in the past. But I would say those are some of my highlights. There's plenty more, but spending the time with them, get to know them, just hang out and be a family. That's always fun.
Had 3 seniors on last year's edition of Evergreens girls basketball. What did those 3 seniors do to kind of leave a legacy, and how they helped you teach the girls that are on the team this year?
Yeah, so the 3 would have been Braylon Byler, who's now at UW River Falls playing basketball over there. The second would have been Katie Schultz, and the third would have been Brianna Rux. And like any seniors, you try to let them kind of lead. and show by example and lead with a voice and all that kind of stuff. And it was a very difficult and challenging year for everyone. I would say that maybe even more for them other than myself, because as a senior, you're trying to leave, like you said, a legacy, right? You're trying to leave it better than the way you found it. And so it was very difficult. Winter season's a long season. It's the longest one in the books. So to have to go through that for that long, it gets very challenging. And I'm so appreciative of the fact that they didn't back down from the challenge. They didn't quit. There wasn't a whole lot of excuses being thrown. They just grinded. And again, you try to mold someone into not only a better player, but a better person. And I think when you face adversity like that time and time again, and you don't back down, that speaks high volume to who you are as a person. And so those three, as painful as it was to see them have to go through that, I couldn't be more proud of being their coach and try to keep in touch with them as they're out. But, it's a tremendous honor to, be a senior and to have that, to try to leave, like I said, leave the place better than you found it. And, it was difficult, but I'm very proud of what they did and who they are because of it.
Coach, you said a basketball season in Wisconsin is long. Depending on playoffs, you might play 5 calendar months. There is little light and little warmth, and it can make for what seems like a long, long season. So with that being said, we're in the very early stages here of this 2023-24 season. Tell us, let's just kind of first start with your outlook on the team and the type of team you're going to put on the floor this season.
Yeah, so we're pretty young this year. We actually came into the season with 2 seniors, 2 more joined, so we doubled our senior counts. We're up to 4, but we got a lot of juniors, a mix of sophomores, and a couple freshmen, and so it's going to be again another year where you're just facing that adversity and trying to get through things, and try to learn it quicker. I mean, you're putting these young kids in a very vulnerable state. I mean, they're just coming off of maybe a JV season, maybe even an 8th grade season for those freshmen, and to put them in that varsity role, I mean, it's a big jump. And so what we're trying to do here is try to make practices harder than what games are going to be like, so that when games do come around, we've been through that, and it gets a little bit more exciting, and we've been prepared for things. And so, obviously youth, but hopefully, and I've seen it, we're 3 weeks in already, hard to believe, but I've seen tremendous growth from them. Again, and it's because solely on the players. They've really adapted to what we're trying to get out of them, and they've really pushed themselves, and they've accepted the challenge. And practices have gone much better than in the past. They're more fun. It's more competitive. We're trying to create that competitive nature where we have winners and losers. All right. So, for me, myself, like, I'm competitive by nature. I won't even let, a 5-year-old beat me in Monopoly or something. I just have that in me. So I'm trying to get that put into them, so that things just, get grinded down, and we do drills to a better appreciation of how we're supposed to do things. And it just becomes a little bit more fun and more challenging. And we're still nice to one another at the end, but to try to really get them to fulfill their potential. All right. It's not, they're all capable of doing a lot of things, but the difference is, what are you willing to do? And, that those answers are being answered, or those questions are being answered. And, it's been a good start.
Halftime, Wausau East leads DC Everest 23-22 in our girls basketball game. I'm Chris Conley. Evergreens have 3 players with 6 points in the first half: McKenna Bullis, Kristen Hall, and Brianna Cook. 2 points for Ella Eckhoff, and 1 each for Ayelsa Shimoleski and Megan Zemke. Everest turned the ball over 8 times. They hit 2 threes and are 4 of 7 from the foul line. Sydney Crawford leads the Lumberjacks with 6. Geneva Mickling has 5. 4 for Tally Schaldwein. 3 for Nyessa Herrick, 3 for Claire Cushman, and 2 for Grayson Berger. The Lady Lumberjacks had 4 threes in the first half, turned the ball over 5 times, and were a pretty good 11 of 14 from the foul line. The Everest girls have had so many games they've been down by so much at halftime that you knew they just weren't going to come back. This game will be decided in the second half. East possesses first. Grayson Berger is going to inbound to Claire Cushman, and play is in. 3 ball to open, and it's good. Sydney Crawford has just hit her 3rd from behind the arc tonight. She leads all scorers now with 9. So that's a good opening for Wausau East. Brianna Cook, 3 ball to the Evergreens have an answer. That's off the rim for Aubrey Klatt. And a rebound to Sydney Crawford. So Crawford's got a ball and a hit from behind the arc. Here's an open 3, and that's a misfire. Loose along the baseline to the Evergreens. For great food, cold drinks for any occasion, visit Wausau's favorite postgame stop, lunch, dinner, or a getaway with friends. Always a great atmosphere at Wiggly Field and Dome. That's Wiggly Field, Schofield Avenue. East's biggest lead has been 6. Evergreens have led by 2 on 2 occasions in the first half. Bullis with the dribble. Now gives it up to Kristen Hall. First touch for her of the second half. Clear out along the baseline and an extra pass to Zemke, who is tied up underneath. Megan Zemke's got 2 free throws coming. She heads to the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. And one of the East starters, Grayson Berger, has picked up her 3rd foul. Fieldhouse grows quiet, and Zemke's first free throw is good. Tally Schildwine comes in, and Grayson Berger with the 3 fouls is out. Both free throws are good for Megan Zemke. 3 of 4 from the foul line tonight. 1 possession game again. Minute into the second half. Schildwine here brings the ball up the floor, and because East is a more experienced team than past years, they have more flexibility in their offensive sets now. That's loose, and a turnover. Coming down the other way, Brianna Cook. It's contested. She scores. The game is tied. Cook has 8 to lead the Evergreens now. Rotation play into the paint. High and too strong for Cushman. Zemke gets the rebound. Bad pass. Loose on the floor. The Evergreens have it. Hustle play there for Bullis getting down to the floor. Baseline 3 for Hall. Good! The Evergreens are up by 3. Biggest lead of the night on the Hall stick. She's got 9. Wausau East wants a 30-second timeout as the Evergreens go up on the Hall make from behind the arc. We're back after a quick break on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Welcome back to the DC Everest Fieldhouse. East has the ball after a 3-ball from Kirsten Hall of the Evergreens to give the Trees a 3-point lead. Inbounded Claire Cushman. Cushman's got Bullis on her. To the corner, almost turned over. Back out to Schildwine. Splits defenders, hangs in the lane, too strong off the back bracket, out of bounds to the Evergreens with the ball and the lead at 15 and a half to go. Did you hear the news that the owner of Elegant Occasions is retiring? That makes now the best time to make an appointment at Elegant Occasions for your high school formal gowns. Prom and homecoming dresses are 30% off. They have sizes 00 to 26 in stock. Winter formal and prom tuxedos will be delivered directly to you when you order them at Elegant Occasions. Make an appointment online at elegantoccasions.net. That's elegantoccasions.net. Bullis thought she was shoved out of bounds. No, she stepped on the end line, and it's turned over. McKenna Bullis was operating in tight quarters there. Looking to drive in is Cushman. Extra pass to the corner, back out. Schildwine is open for a three, high arcing off the front of the rim, no good. Hall gets the rebound for the Evergreens, a one-and-done trip. Everest in transition. Hall pulls up inside the foul line. Friendly roll. Hall has made back-to-back baskets. And the Everest lead grows a little bit. Here's Cushman. Over to Crawford. Three ball short. Rebound Zemke. Evergreen's doing a better job on the defensive boards. A lot of one-and-done trips so far in the second half for Wausau East. Brianna Cook over to Hall, and Hall has had the hot hand. Entry pass now to Klatt. Klatt is tied up and loses the handle. And a lot of traffic there. Klatt got something back there, knocked that away from behind. It'll stay with East. They'll inbound underneath their own basket. Cushman will trigger it in. To the corner, open for a three. Crawford, good. Crawford now has 12 on 4 makes from behind the arc. But even with the three, the Evergreens are still up by 2. Brianna Cook, long two, round and in. Friendly roll for Brianna Cook, who now has 10. A three ball, good. Hot hand now. That's Ali Liss Gravemaid. Her first points of the night. Everest lead is down to 1. Now to the corner, Hall. Klatt keeps the handle. Hall looks to drive in. That's going to be a blocking foul on Wausau East. Sydney Crawford just picked up her second. Crawford with the hot hand for the Lady Lumberjacks in the second half. Here's McKenna Bullis. So the Evergreens hold a 1-point lead. Hall, foul line extended. Back out, Cook looks to split defenders. Tapped away. Eason retake the lead, this time down the floor. Back out, Schildwine, open for a three, missed everything. Evergreens tried to save that along the end line, and it's out of bounds to Wausau East. The Evergreens could have just let that go out of bounds. It would have been their ball. Instead, Zemke didn't realize and tried to play for it. Tapped it to her teammate who was on the end line. So East gets it back, looking to retake the lead. Offensive foul on Wausau East on the inbounds play. Geneva Mickling picks up her second, team's third, and the Evergreens will get the ball back. Sydney Crawford is coming out. Nyessa Herrick is back in for Wausau East. It's just been so unusual for the Evergreens to have a lead, even a small one, this late in the game. Open three, Bullis high, arcing just off the front rim. That looked good out of her hands. Out of bounds over to the Lumberjacks. The Evans put Piper Schulz and Kelsey Woolley back into the game. Megan Zemke and Brianna Cook will get breathers. This is the third possession that Wausau East has had trailing by 1. They've been unable to take the lead back so far. Open for three. This is a line drive, hits the bottom of the rim. And the Evergreens come away with it. Kirsten Hall. Open for a three. Woolley short. Grayson Berger. Now that's Childwine into the front court. And there's a bump, obvious foul on Aubrey Klatt, who's just picked up her third. It's the first foul against the Evergreens team in the second half. Culligan Water says get Culligan Water for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. CulliganH2O.com. To Liz Gravemaid. Picked up her dribble, thought about that three, instead gives it up to Claire Cushman. Cushman's got the dribble, splits defenders. That's a nice move down low for Cushman and the basket. East takes the lead back. Here's Hall. Woolley, and they played her kind of soft, but she does not take that shot. Hall down the lane, hanging, scores! Hall, more inside points. The Evergreens take the lead back by one. We've got a timeout on the floor. This feels like a game that's going to go down the stretch. Let's see how it plays out. Everest 35, East 34 on Gillespie Sports.
It's simple, but true. Time is money. At Sherrill Tire and Service, we have over 20 mobile service trucks to get you rolling and growing again. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers, your locally owned farm tire dealer.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
We're back at the DC Everest Fieldhouse. This is girls basketball with a boys basketball game to follow. DC Everest and Wausau East. The Rural Virtual Academy is an online tuition-free public school serving students pre-K through high school here in Wisconsin. The RVA strives to offer families the tools and resources for a strong academic foundation for each child, plus the flexibility to learn at their own schedule and pace. And they host hundreds of free events around the state to foster friendships among students. More information is online at ruralvirtual.org. Ruralvirtual.org. Coaches love points out of a timeout. Let's see if Wausau East can oblige, trailing by one. Childwine now over to Berger. Berger, entry pass down low, big bump along the baseline. This is a foul on Everest. No, just going to say out of bounds. Wow. That's a break. McKenna Bullis collided with the East player. They're going to say incidental. All the way up high. Quick release three. It missed everything. Goes out of bounds. The East player is on the end line, so Grayson Berger turns it over to the Evergreens. .11 minutes to go in this one. Evergreens by one and the ball. Woolley to Hall. Hall cut off along the baseline. Woolley's got it in the corner. And Woolley looked like she was bumped. Instead, it's turned over. Here's Cushman in the front court with Woolley on her. Cushman gives it back. Open for a three. It's good for Grayson Berger. That's his fourth three since halftime. Lady Lumberjacks up by two now. Hall's got the ball for the Evergreens. Cross court to Aubrey Klatt. Playing Woolley soft. She doesn't take the three. Instead to Hall in the corner. Cross court. Klatt is open for the three. Too strong. Rebound to Herrick of the Lumberjacks. This has been a one-possession game for forever. along the baseline. Got a foul there. They're going to say before the shot? Before the shot. McKenna Bullis? Yes, her first. Team second. Klatt will come out. Brianna Cook back in for the Evergreens. East inbounding underneath, leading now by 2. Into traffic at the rim. It's up and in. Points for Claire Cushman. East bumps this back up to a 4-point lead. Hall is cut off. Brianna Cook. Entry pass down low, trying to get that to Piper Schultz. Tried to fit it into a tight spot and couldn't do it. Back out. Open 3. That's good. East has hit back-to-back shots. They're on a 7-0 run. Sydney Crawford now has 15 points to lead all scorers. This is East's biggest lead of the night. Got a foul as Kristen Hall began her drive. Non-shooting. Leisa Herrick is called for her first personal. It's the team's 4th. This is the biggest lead right now for either side, 7 points. Cook back out to Bullis, now Hall. Hall looks to drive in, cut off, spins and misses. Offensive rebound underneath, a foul on the putback attempt. Piper Schultz to the free throw line. To the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Sydney Crawford, an East starter, has picked up her 3rd. It's the team's 5th. Piper's first free throw is good, her first points of the night. Both free throws are good. Good job, Piper. Great Lakes Cheese says, join the team at Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau. You'll work at a state-of-the-art facility, excellent pay, benefits, and culture, and much more. It's a growing company that can get your career on the right path. Almost turned over on the baseline. Learn more at GreatLakesCheese.com. Entry pass there. Herrick ran into traffic out of bounds off the Everest defender, off Kirsten Hall. East by 5 and the ball. Inbounded. Wow. Cushman was open for a 3, instead takes a more difficult 2, and it's a miss. Got a loose ball foul on Everest. Piper Schultz has just picked up her 3rd. It is the 3rd team foul on Everest in the second half. Non-shooting, East will inbound underneath their own hoop. Herrick is out. Scheinwine is back in for East. In traffic, lot of bumping there. The basket is good and a foul. A chance for a 3-point play. Basket for Cushman in traffic and a free throw coming. Foul is on Brianna Cook. It's her first, team's 4th. And just like that, East has opened up an 8-point lead. Evergreen just don't want to fall any further behind. Hall knew that was a bad shot as soon as she took it, and her teammate is unable to save it along the baseline. Brianna Cook tried to go up high and get that back into play, couldn't. Beg your pardon, that was Ayelsa Shimoleski fighting for the ball along the baseline. East can open a double-digit lead with points this time down the floor. 8 minutes to go. Entry pass in traffic goes back out to the hot-handed Crawford. Extra pass again along the baseline. Good defense there by Piper Schultz, who gets the ball back. So a 10-point lead was not to be. It's McKenna Bullis to Brianna Cook. Hall tracks it down. Back to Brianna Cook. 7.5 to go in this one. Bullis fouled as she started her move to the basket, and that's too bad because that was a clear out. McKenna was going to go in for a layup. Yeah, you'd rather there be no whistle there and get the points. Fourth foul on Grayson Berger. And for the rest of the game, the Evergreens will go into the bonus on the next whistle. That's East's 6th team foul. In traffic to Hall along the baseline. That went out of bounds. Back to the Evergreens. Tried to fit that into a tight window. Shimoleski to inbound to Piper Scholes. To Cook, dribbled off her foot. Again, another chance for a double-digit lead. Quick three, release, good. Sydney Crawford. Crawford's got 6 threes and leads all scorers now with 18. Critical moment for the Evergreens. Got to be cutting into the lead from this point forward. Down by 11. Wausau East has ridden the hot hand of Sydney Crawford. 4 threes since halftime. And back-to-back turnovers doesn't help the cause for the Evergreens. Here's Cushman to the front court. Cushman goes back out. Open for a 3 again. And that's off the back bracket, no good. Offensive rebound for the Lumberjacks, back out, and another 3, and that one's good. Ollie Lisk-Gravemaid. Yeah, the threes have been falling freely. 7 threes since halftime for Wausau East, and only 1 in the second half for the Evergreens. That's a difference maker. Entry pass is knocked out of bounds. So suddenly East has opened up what feels like a safe lead. Basketball is brought to you by Ag Country. Ag Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned cooperative offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Loans and leases, crop insurance, tax, and records, they have you covered. Ag Country, Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield, and Medford. Piper Scholes inside. Scholes kicks out. Open for a 3 is Klatt. Offensive rebound, back up and in for Ella Eckhoff. And the Evergreens want a timeout. 51-39 on a rare second chance putback for the Evergreens. Let's thank our game day sponsors, Era Pancakes and the Jamie Schley American Family Insurance Agency. We'll be back after this break on Zaleski Sports.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet, and now going on the Red Tag Sales Event. Take an extra $500 off select models, Chevy Silverado, the Trailblazer, the Equinox Blazer, and more. Stop on in and talk to one of our sales consultants today. And Merry Christmas from Wheeler Chevrolet.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the #1 goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
I spy with my broadcaster's eye that the Wisconsin Badgers are up by 4 on the road against Minnesota, early second half. Big Ten road games are never easy, are they? East ball after the Everest timeout on their make. Extra pass down low and missing at the rim. Put back, free throws. Geneva Mickling's going back to the free throw line. Evereeds have had trouble matching up against Mickling's. Had good position on the weak side for much of the night. It's the 4th time she's getting herself to the free throw line. Foul on Ella Eckhoff. That's a freshman trying to guard a senior. Mickling has 6 points tonight on 6 of 8 from the foul line. And the Evergreens trail by 13. Hall is cut off. Back out. Bullis, baseline, extra pass. 3 ball from the corner. That's a tough shot, and it goes down for Aubrey Klatt. Evergreens needed that like the desert needs rain. A 10-point game. Now Everest needs a stop to see if they can inch closer. Grayson Berger's in the game with 4 fouls, and she's guarded closely. Back out to Cushman. Entry pass now to Mickling again. Wausau East knows with a 10-point lead they can look for a good shot. Don't have to force here. Instead, a force from the corner, and it wedges between the backboard and the rim. Grayson Berger's miss. Go over to the Evergreens. We'll use another ball to unlodge the game ball. Aubrey Klatt of the Evergreens says, "I've got this," until she doesn't. There we go. Here's Bullis with the dribble. Hall on a clear out. That's good defense there. Hall was cut off nicely and knocked out of bounds. Stays with the Evergreens. Yeah, that's one-on-one defense. And Ali Lisk-Gravemaid did a good job of cutting Hall off. Made sure she couldn't get that path to the basket. Bad pass by Eckhoff. Here's Cushman. Cushman splits defenders to the rim. She scores, and she's fouled. Defense was too soft there. Cushman gets her 11th and 12th points and has a free throw on the McKenna Bullis foul. Cushman is short. Offensive rebound by Crawford. Loose on the baseline, tipped out by an Everest defender. Stays with Wausau East. East by 12 and the ball with 4:20 officially left in the ball game. Story of this right now is too much Sidney Crawford in the second half. That hit the underside. Lisk-Gravemaid fighting for this jump ball to East. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction's been partnering with public and private customers since 1984. They have their own service and fabrication department to assist with any municipal or industrial situation. Staub Construction's 100% employee-owned. Still East ball. That's blocked by Eckhoff. Big defensive play. The Evergreens got to get busy cutting into this double-digit deficit. Cross court to Bullis. She's guarded closely. Hall cleared out and a block. Kristen Hall's going to get to the free throw line, so she'll get a chance for points with the clock stopped. To the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice for cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Ali Lisk-Gravemaid has picked up her 3rd personal foul. Both teams are in the bonus for the rest of the game. Before the Hall free throws, we've got a timeout. Lumberjacks lead by 12. We're Inside of 4 minutes left in the game on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
We're back at the Everest Fieldhouse coming down the stretch of this girls' basketball game. Kirsten Hall will be on the free throw line for the Evergreens. She's shooting 2. First is good. Hall's got 14 tonight and one more free throw coming. Boy, there's a rebound that the Evergreens really needed and couldn't quite track down. I mean, there's time left in this one, but the Evergreens have to be moving quickly. Along the baseline, flung towards the rim by Sydney Crawford. Piper Scholes tipped the rebound over to her teammate. 3 ball here, that's a long 2 and it's short. Tapped out. Shimoleski couldn't quite get to it. And Grayson Berger secures the ball. Yeah, time is on East's side right now. Evergreens had a 5-point lead early second half. Couple of threes from Sydney Crawford really changed momentum in this game. Crawford's on 18 points. All of them from behind the arc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits from behind the circle. That's only East's second turnover of the second half. Hall, too strong. Points the Evergreens needed that did not go down. And Everest has no one back on defense. Missing at the rim, so it's sloppy both ways. Ollie Lisk Gravemaid has it go out of bounds. Claire Cushman will inbound for the Lady Lumberjacks, who look like they are sitting on their 6th win of the season. Two minutes to go. Here's a reach-in foul on Aubrey Klatt. That's going to be Klatt's 4th, and a 1-and-1 coming up. Grayson Berger shooting the 1-and-1. No good, so that's an empty trip, but an offensive rebound by Gravemaid and jump ball to the Evergreens. Two minutes left. Bullis, bad pass. To stay Wausau East ball. On the inbounds to Cushman. Splits defenders, made an extra pass down low. Basket? No. Instead, the foul is on Piper Scholes, her fourth. Nyessa Herrick shoots 2 free throws. No good. An SC Swiderski or apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski. They'll make you feel right at home. For more, visit scswiderski.com. 12-point lead, and this one's going to slide into the win column for Wausau East. Here's Hall. A 10th turnover in the second half. Back at the other end, the basket is good for Claire Cushman. Cushman's got 14, so a nice night for her. Hall, floater, short. Hall tries to follow her own miss. Piper Scholes flings it back towards the basket. Piper will get 2 free throws. Clock stops with 1:09 left. Nicolet Bank offers the best personal banking. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or learn more at nicoletbank.com. Ali Lisk Gravemaid has picked up her 4th. All of it's academic now. Piper Scholes will get 1 more. First one was too soft, second one was too strong. Final minute of this one. Wausau East will go to 6-11 on the season and 2-6 in conference. Both of their conference wins coming against these Evergreens. The Evergreens are going to fall to 2-15 and 0-7 in league play. Kirsten Hall is called for the foul. Hall will lead the Evergreens tonight with 14 points. Sydney Crawford is high scorer overall with 18 for the Lumberjacks. And she was a marksman from behind the arc in the second half. Grayson Berger is 3 of 4 from the foul line and 7 points. Jump ball to East. Driving in, too strong for Cushman, fighting for the rebound. Jump ball to the Evergreens. Along the baseline is Aubrey Klatt. Klatt makes a tough pass to Bullis. Bullis is out of bounds. This was an all-right effort in defeat for the Evergreens. Again, trailing by 1 at halftime, they took a 5-point lead early in the second half. Could not hold it. When Sydney Crawford heated up from behind the arc, it's the winning moment for the Lumberjacks. Final score tonight, Wausau East 58, DC Everest 43. Congratulations to the Wausau East Lumberjacks. They'll sweep the season series from the Evergreens, and they are road winners tonight. Postgame coverage is next, brought to you by Merrill Steel. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. That's merrillsteel.com.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our three facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
At Nicolet Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolet Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
For me, for Green Heck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Green Heck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here. I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. Our future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA!
Welcome back. We're high atop the DC Everest Fieldhouse where girls basketball is final. Wausau East 58, DC Everest 43. I'm Chris Conley with our postgame coverage. No panic in the Lady Lumberjacks tonight.
They trail by
5 after a 1-point lead at halftime, 23-22. DC Everest got that brief lead, and then 4 threes in the second half for Sydney Crawford, who leads all scorers with 18. She made 6 from behind the arc, 2 in the first half, and then 4 more in the second half. Wausau East gets their 6th win of the season and sweeps the season series from the Evergreens. Again, repeating our girls basketball final score, 58-43, Wausau East over DC Everest. Boys basketball is coming up next. Find the boys basketball DC Everest Wausau East channel on Zaleski Sports. That game gets underway about 7 minutes from now. I'm Chris Conley. Thank you for joining us for girls basketball on Zaleski Sports.